I'm in downtown Johnson City, Tennessee, about to go to Retro Mansion. Let's see what they got. They have a stick in the box I don't have. I'm probably gonna pick that up. NES and Super Nintendo stuff, Genesis and 64 and Wii U. I gotta check out the Wii U section since I collect for that. I'm very short, but I see one I probably will get, and that's Mighty Number 9. This game is notoriously bad, but I'm still gonna get it. This Rumbo. Never heard of that before. The one I don't have, Sing Party for the Wii U for $5. Some Dreamcast games here. Worms. I've got this one. Don't have that one. Not too many. WWF Attitude. I always like this game on the N64. Odyssey, GameCube, Switch, and then Wii. A whole bunch of Wii. An old school power pad for $30. I've seen a carrying case like this before for the N64. That's pretty cool. The PS1 section all the way down there. So I'm looking to see what I can find. Japanese version of the Final Fantasy collection. I've got everything except for one thing, like the console itself. I don't have that boxed. That's the only thing I'm missing. Check out this PS4 kiosk. That is so cool. All the horror VHS. And they even have Goosebumps books for $5 each. Back in the game room, or as I like to say, DG's Digs. So let me talk a little bit first about my experience at Retro Mansion in Johnson City, Tennessee. I've never been there before. I've been meaning to go for a while, and I finally decided, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna go there and see what the store's like, and I was not disappointed, especially with their horror movie section. Dude, I'm a big horror movie buff, and I like seeing the fact that they had a whole section dedicated to horror VHS DVDs. They even had Goosebumps. Yo! I had them all already. If I hadn't had them, I would have picked them up because I'm actually going for the full set of Goosebumps books too, just FYI if you didn't know. I like the original set, not the reprints. So it was cool to see that they actually paid homage to the horror movie genre, which I love so much. Now we're here to talk about video games. The layout is really cool. They have everything from like Switch, new gen, to old school like NES, even Atari stuff. So if you're in that area, definitely check them out. They have a wide variety of selection for you, from, you know, that cheap stuff that you want to fill your stuff with like I did, to like the more expensive stuff if you're looking for obscure things. So whenever I went in there, in my mind, I knew that I was going to get mainly mid to lower level stuff because I'm not looking for any heavies right now, which they did have one that I do need. I will eventually buy it at some point, but not yet. Not yet. And that's Tel Consorto. They did have it in there. I'm like, oh, I was gonna pee myself. I was like, this is right in front of me. I saw it at Siege 2, but I didn't get it. But I told myself that I'm going in here, looking around, see what I can find to help fill these shelves, because that's mainly what I've been doing for the last few months. As you know, the PlayStation Party picks did end, but that doesn't mean that the search doesn't continue for other things to fill the collection besides for subsets. And funny that I mentioned subsets. There is one that I did not get to fill because I was missing one game for it, and it was the long box version of it, and I found it at Retro Mansion, and I was like, I found it! Because this game has been, some games can be pretty elusive whenever it comes to trying to find stuff online, and that's where a lot of majority of my stuff comes from, is online, because I don't really get to go to game stores very often, as I've mentioned time and time again, and when I do, I try to buy stuff that I normally don't see, which I did in this case. And we'll start off with the one that eluded me for a while. Now, I remember seeing this on eBay and Mercari for 125 bucks. The game is not worth that at all. Nothing. It is a golf game. This was the last one that I needed for the subset, and I'm happy that I got it from Retro Mansion. And it's right here. It is even in a protective case. And that is this one. World Cup Golf Championship Edition. Yeah, this is the last one that I needed. Yes, I did leave their sticker on there, and there's a reason why. Now, normally when I go to a retro store, if it's my first time going, I like to leave stickers on just to remember where I got certain things from. I'll pick a random game, just whichever, and I'll leave it on there just as a reminder that I've been to that store and that's what I got there. And as you can see, the stickers on this one, I left it alone. And plus, it's on the actual case. Don't worry, it's not on the case. It's on the outside of the little plastic here, so it's good. Now, their stickers do peel off really well. That's one thing I will commend them for, is picking the actual good buttery stickers. Just slides right off. Very happy about that because they came up pretty smooth with these. I'm so appreciative of that. This is only $5, not 125, 5. No, it doesn't have the manual, but I'm not one of those, like, oh, gotta have the manual. I'm not too picky. If it has it, great. If not, I could deal with it. I'll find it eventually. And but it does have one thing that's not very common, and that's normally the foam that comes with long boxes. You don't really see that too often, but it does have that. So, yay. Now, moving on to the other PlayStation stuff that I picked up. Yeah, it was mainly PlayStation and then Wii U that I picked up. The only thing in this actual stack that's not here, and there's one big thing too, which I'll show in a minute, is Mighty Number 9. I'm currently cleaning it right now because it actually had GameStop stickers on it, and those are notorious for leaving residue, so especially with the Testament of Time, so I'm trying to get that off of there. So that's the only thing that I had to clean was that's it. Everything else was pretty much easy, peel off and go and ready to be shelved. They've already been cataloged. So, getting to this one, everyone keeps telling me that this game is great. I never played it before in my life, don't know anything about it, and that is Wild 9. Now, I got this one for about $15, which is a great deal. I normally see it for about $20 to $25, so hell of a deal on that, and it's in great shape as you can see. So it's some kind of platformer from what I've been told. I will have to check this out and we'll give you my opinion on it once I do. Now, whenever I do find these little sets like this, I do pick them up if they're a great deal, and this one was. Now, whenever I get done with the PlayStation priority, like adding every single NTSC game to my collection, I want to start variant hunting. What I mean by variant hunting, like, for example, if there is, like, greatest hits that I don't have of the game, but I already had the black label, or if there's a collector's edition, such as this, that I don't have. They did make collector sets like this for various things. This is the EA Sports Collector set that I paid $15 for, which is a good deal. And this one has NBA Live 2002, Madden 2002, and NASCAR Thunder 2002 in it. Now, I do already have these games in my collection for the black label, but I wanted to get the collector set, so I picked it up. There's also a collector set for Spyro. There's another collector set for EA as well. Like I said, there's a barrage of them out there that I don't have one like this yet. I have another collector set behind me, which is basically like for Elmo's later number journey and his number journey as well. So I have that. That's his own set. There's a lot of sets out there that they made, so I don't know all of them off the top of my head, but that gives you an inkling as to what's going to happen after I finish the set. One of the things that I'm going to do. Now, moving on to Wii U, I've already talked about Mighty Number 9 not being in here because it's being cleaned. This one I didn't have, so I picked it up. Now, this one is Sing Party. I don't know what it is. I guess you sing your party. I don't know. Karaoke style. This was only $5. So I picked it up. It is complete unboxed. Wii U is something I'm going for a full set of as well. I've, told you guys that before. Dreamcast is another thing too, but I've been collecting loosely for those. That's another thing that I'll just go and tell you. Once I get done with PS1, I'm going to actually go a little bit more hard on my Dreamcast and Wii U sets. So that way I can finish them up. They're really small sets to actually complete. But I've just been taking my time with them because there's some of them that are pretty expensive. I have some of the heavies for Dreamcast. Not really Wii U minus a few. Devil's Third is one I don't have. I just want to get it to play because it looks fucking funny as hell. But I haven't seen it for a long time. That thing's still fucking expensive. $400. Okay, this game was just a random pickup. I saw it on the shelf. I'm like, what the hell is that? And when I pulled it off, I saw the spine of it. I'm like, what the hell is that? When I looked at the cover, I'm like, whoa, I gotta get that because it just looks so weird. And it looks freaky. Literally, freaky flyers. I don't know what the hell this is. I don't know if it's like, a shmup or what, but I have to literally play this to see what makes it so freaky. Another reason I got it is because I could feel right away that this was a rental case. You could tell by the feel of the actual case if it's a rental or not, because it has a different texture on it. And of course, you could tell by the style of it too. This was a Blockbuster rental case. I love rental cases, so I'm all for getting these whenever I can actually, get them for, PS2 or even PS1. Hell, I went on my way to get Razor Racing in an actual Blockbuster case just to have one with the stickers and all on it. I will leave some stickers on there. That's one thing I actually mentioned to somebody recently. They're like, yeah, I like to leave stickers on. Some of them are like, I will leave some on. I don't like to leave GameStops on. The only ones I'm okay with are, like I said before, the game stores or EB. Anything like that doesn't exist anymore, I typically like to leave on because it's nostalgia. I have several of them that have EB stickers on them, and Blockbuster is another one that I will leave alone because we don't have Blockbuster anymore. It is nostalgia. The big one. The controller. Yes, it is in here. It does have the instruction manual in it. And this box is in such great shape. I love collecting anything for PS1 in the box. I already have a fighter stick up there, but this is kind of like the PlayStation Turbo stick. Or kind of like, think of like the NES Advantage. This is what this is, but the PlayStation edition. I've never had one of these before. I definitely want to test it at some point. With the box, this was only, get ready, are you ready, are you ready? 40 bucks, that's it. Yep, that's all it was just 40 bucks, and this is the condition of it. Here's the side. Here's that. The only sticker that I left on it, yes, I did peel the stickers off. I made a video on how to do that. Typically, whenever you have boxes like this, I'll just give you a little bit of synopsis on that, or summary, as I like to say, is you want to use a blow dryer. Do not use Goo Gone on this. Do not use isopropyl alcohol on this. Don't use any kind of chemical on a box. Do not do it. It will ruin it. Don't. It's cardboard. No! Anyway, use the heat method because it will literally, it may take a little longer, but the glue will actually rise up and it'll come off. And the only one I left on there was that because I didn't want to mess with it. So, left it on there, but as you can see, it looks clean. It is in great shape. That was already there. That's not from any sticker that I took off. That was already there when I bought it. So, that is all the pickups that I have to show you guys. I hope that you enjoyed everything. Hope you enjoyed the tour of Retro Mansion. I certainly as hell enjoyed my experience. Thank y'all for having me once again there. But until next time, this is the PlayStation Girl signing out. Game on!